I am getting warm on the boat. Well, it's not winter. But thank you for all those people who have subscribed over the past couple of weeks. Sandbag Sunday, my best Sandbag Sunday. I don't know why. Oh, let's have a look. Maybe it's, I don't know why. But was it the shirtless thing? I don't know. Probably not. But thank you for subscribing, liking, or whatever it is, and commenting. This week is... I'm not talking to you. One of the things that I have worried about since I've been doing this YouTubey type stuff is trying to keep things in an order, in a sequential order where I'm true to life, and I think sometimes things happen out of sequence, and trying to create a storyline sometimes is quite difficult. So those of you that know this patch will identify that I'm not actually always in Berkhamsted or Calroast or Marsworth or whatever it is. This video does chop and change about a little bit, but I think the majority of you don't know too much about the canal system. So for you, it doesn't matter. And I think that's what I'm going to do for the next couple of weeks, because things, I need to create a storyline, and so it's not always entirely accurate, although the story is, if you get my point. So we start off this week travelling from South Berkhamsted, and I sort of met up with Kev and Emma, who run B&W Fuels. They were passing me. I said, oh, wait for us in the lot, will you? So I travelled through Berkhamsted to north of Berkhamsted with Kev and Emma. Lovely couple. They run that fuel boat. They live in the back part of it, the boatman's cabin. That must be hard work. It must be. But they are such a cheery couple, and always great to talk to. Thanks very much. I'm not going to see you again for some time, I don't think. Anyway, lovely to have your service over the past 6 months or so. So what I'm going to say is run the intro and run the VT.
Slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Pass the paper, my desk is out. Who will care for the world now? Rest with me, close to curtains. Brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me. Take my hand and lead, even when I disagree. Oh, how I love when it rains outside, and it's okay to slow the ride. Books I forget about, but who care for the world now? Rest with me, close the curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me. Take my hand and lead, even when I disagree.
and temperature's dropped. You can tell I've just been asleep, and I think I'm getting that cold, you know, that you get when beginning of the winter season, a sniffle. Most people have light switches. I've got remote control. I don't know whether that's a good idea. When I got on the boat, I thought that's really cool. And then middle of last year, I thought to myself, I'm not so sure. I kept losing the remote controls. And then I couldn't find my glasses. Now I've got a system where I just put the remote control back. Yeah, I quite like it now. But I've lit the fire. Roaring. But it's only the kindling. Part of this intimate part of the boat, winter time, I've got a question. Instead of me answering you specifically on the comments, what I might do, if you've got a question that I think will benefit everybody, I'll talk to you live. Well, I say live, you know, like this. Don't scare everyone, Halloween's next week. Hello. Losers! Arsenal beat Sheffield United 5-0. I didn't watch it, I just read the scoreline. Fresh morning. Fresh air?
You see that? My midline?
Yeah.
It was as tight as anything this morning, right? And I couldn't undo it because the way it's locked, it's knotted at the top. And that's because somebody didn't leave the bottom paddle open on the locks. This was really full, this pan. So as it was rising up, it got tighter and tighter.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a major thing. I just pulled the pin out if I couldn't undo it. But yeah, I mean, it's almost as if it could potentially come over.
Well, it happened in the next pound down.
Filled up completely.
Yeah, my boat literally was on the edge.
Yeah. Come in.
And then 10-15 minutes later, back to normal. I had a great chat with Lloyd. It's nice catching up with people that you've met along the way, and we do catch up. I think we're going to catch up quite regularly in the near future. He's gone further north. He's bounced through where I am. He's getting a BSS, a British or boat safety scheme. He's getting that done anyway, Milton Keynes way. So he's going to push through to Milton Keynes and probably beyond, and then come back. I have a plan for Christmas time. I don't know if it's going to come off, but Lloyd and me and maybe a few others, hopefully we'll get together and spend a bit of Christmas time together. But early days. And also I note that you might think, what part of the season were you travelling up with B&W Fuels? It was about 3 weeks ago. Weather's changed. That's British weather.
You weren't expecting this, were you?
No. What are you doing?
Unless I left it down there. My water key.
Ah.
Oh, it's there. There it is, the bugger. I knew I wouldn't have missed it. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm fantastic, mate. I mean, why are you running a Jenny?
Because I was at less than 10%. It's not going to make up 100% or 90% in a day.
Oh, my friend.
I've been
But
editing.
what a day.
I've been editing all night.
Regardless. What, I don't think I'm going anywhere, Chris.
You're not actually.
I'm not going anywhere. Just... So I don't know what I'm going to do now. With it being such a cracking day.
Let me know, because I'll come and join you.
Lloyd's decided to go through Marsworth flight. I get it, it's a lovely day, why not? So I'm off to meet him on a rickety, well, towpath. Old school towpath. Front wheel's been giving it a bit of large. At least you can't speed down the towpath on this bike like you do the concrete towpaths. Now, back at Burco, I was getting ready for bed and I heard outside, help, and the woman was crying. Lady, I thought it was a girl. Well, female, yeah. But I thought 14, 15-year-old, help, crying, help. I thought, so, two things. One, do I claim I never heard it? Or two, do I open the side hatch? Now, if my daughter was in that position, I'd want someone to look after her. So I did the gentlemanly thing. Are you alright, girl? No. So I said to her, is there anything I can do? She goes, yes. I said, what? I don't know. I said, well, in you come then. So I got her on the boat and gave her a cup of tea. Meanwhile, while the kettle was boiling, I phoned 999 and I spoke to Dibble. Unfortunately, the operator was quite switched on, because while she said to me, well, name, I was going to say name, rank and number, name, I said, I don't know. I said, I'm not going to take windy walks with her. I said, what's your name, girl? The operator actually did quite a good job, because they joined the dots. So a report come in that someone had gone missing, and a report come in that someone had found someone that's gone missing. Those dots were joined. You didn't have to be Steve McGarrett to work that one out. And all this sort of stuff. What's the problem? I said, well, there's a young lady on my boat that doesn't live here. And she wasn't really dressed well. I said, you know, she's scantily dressed, she's got mud all over her, she's got no feet on, mud all over her legs. I was a bit concerned. I don't know what to do in this situation, I said. I haven't covered this before. And furthermore, stay on the line, because I don't want to be left alone, you know, for safety purposes. She goes, oh yeah, fair enough. I'll meet you in the next lot. Yay! Nearly slipped there. Gave my directions as to where I was, and to be fair to them, young as they were, they dealt with her in a pragmatic way. The coppers did a functional task. I think age gives you something, and that is the ability to gain rapport. She was in distress, she ran away. I gained a bit of rapport with her. I said, what do you like to do, girl? She says, oh, I like doing acting. I thought, oh, okay. What do you act in? She said, well, last acting sort of thespian type job. She said, I was Dorothy in Over the Rainbow, or whatever it's called. I said, oh, I would have been the Tin Man. She said, why is that? I said, I ain't got art. And she said, that's not true, is it? I said, what about the lion? What's the lion? The lion needs courage. And of course I made her laugh. So of course, one of those things was, I could tell because she was laughing, she wasn't actually totally depressed. Because totally depressed people can't see the funny side of anything. So gaining rapport is quite good, and I thought to myself, could I be a copper? Answer, yes. Do I want to be a copper? I don't know. I think it's too late. I mean, I'm 57, nearly 58. There's a place in this world for us old and bold.
That gentleman there who lives in that house there is friends with the previous owners of Hattie.
Yeah.
And he's got a boat with his stove.
Oh, is he? And he's also got a lockkeeper's cottage.
This is Hattie territory, you see. Marsworth.
Oh, the gate's open now.
The weather's changing. But I'm happy. I am happy. I mean, look at that. Look at that over there, look. Early evening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing, those of you that have. And if you haven't subscribed, give it a go, because I talk about Narrowboat Life. Oh, and furthermore, those of you that like the music, I have a link in the description below which sends you to Epidemic Sounds, and you can listen to your heart's content to all the different types of music that I put on the channel. So it's a place where you can all visit. It will be on the website when that's up and running. That's proving a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. And everybody says, oh, it's simple. No, it's not. It's not. So, what's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about? Age concern. Can't remember. Cannot remember. Oh, yes. Not very good at timekeeping. Another almost 20-minute video. Next week, where I'm back in that direction to create the storyline. So until then, ciao, Papa.